Hey, this is Box Cutter back with my 12th audio commentary slash FP VOD, and this is going to be a ZVP on Python. And this one, the guy is going to 2-gate, and I'm going to show you the proper response to a 2-gate. I know I did it in the game earlier, in one of my earlier games, but the guy in the earlier game, he went way too quick tech, and he didn't make a second push, which normally when they 2-gate they get speedlings, or speed lots, and make a second push. So I'm gonna show you how to deal with that, which is basically sunkens. And well, the early game, the push is gonna be dealt with like one sunken and lings, and the later game is gonna be dealt with hydras and sunkens and lings. And then basically the point of the important part of the this build is going to be he's going to 2-gate. So the important part for me is going to be trying to deny his expo, and if he makes the critical mistake of trying to attack me again, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to deny his expo. And here I can see that he's not his probe hasn't gotten my base yet, so I know that immediately he's either doing like a funky way of scouting, or he's at the cross map position, which is at the 3 o'clock location. So here I'm going to send the drone out to scout the cross map position, and I see his probe coming in here, and from the direction his probe's coming in, I already know that he's definitely at the cross map position at this point. So his probe is in my base. He's not trying to do any harass with the probe, which is a mistake by him. He needs to do some harass, and I got a drunk ass drone right there that doesn't want to make my spawning pool, which kind of sucks. But if you're gonna 2-gate and you're gonna try to do 2-gate against Zerg, what you need to do is you need to stop that drone from making the and I can see a Zealot coming out, but I need to go in anyway just to check to see if like he's making only one rack or only one gateway into tech, or is he trying to do a 2-gate against me. So I scouted, and he's doing a 2-gate. I could have gone even more in to see if he put up his gas, but normally when they 2-gate they don't put up their gas this early, and he's already sending a Zealot out, so I know he's not trying to get his gas up and trying to block his ramp with 2 lots and try to go like Goon Reaver or something like that. So here I'm going to send, I know his Zealot's coming. I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble because there's really nothing I can do at this point. I got to wait for links to come out, and then I got to wait to see the build. And that SCV, or I mean that drone took a couple of hits, so I'm not going to try to make the sunken with that. I'm going to try to make the sunken with this one, and he tries to go in and do damage to my economy with his probe, and he got one drone right there, and I know he's coming in here, so I'm going to send all my drones out to my natural and just keep them moving. And the point of this, and I got to hit off on that probe, a couple hits off on that probe, but all I'm trying to do here is delay until my sunken's up. So my sunken's going to be going up right now. And I'm going to kill this probe first, minus not the Zealot, because the probe is like insanely annoying, and my lings don't target it, and while his Zealot's moving away, and I'm going to send my Overlord into his base, and while my lings are moving away, he keeps hitting him with the probe. So I target the probe first if there's only one Zealot there, just to get rid of it really quickly. And so I got my sunken up, and I'm pretty safe against his push right now, but he's going to make a second push, and the important part about this push is not to let him get up the ramp, because that's what most Protoss players try to do, is they try to break up your ramp instead of trying to fight at your expo, because they know obviously that you're not going to have any defense inside of your you're not gonna have any defense inside of your main at this point, because all you're doing is trying to defend his 2-gate with lings. So, and what most Protoss players, and I'm gonna get my third hatchery down here, and I'm gonna put it in a position that's gonna not allow him to surround my sunken with his not allow him to surround my sunken with his Zealot. And then I'm gonna send my Overlord in, and I'm just gonna leave my Overlord inside of his base so I can get constant scouting information about when he's moving out, or if he keeps making Zealots, or is he trying to tech. So now I see he's putting up. So now I see that he's trying to put up his cybernetic score and his gas. So I need to get my gas up right now, because I might be dealing with Corsairs here in a little while, and also I want to get Hydralisks out. And here he tries to push in, and I got my Zerglings blocking my ramp, and he's gonna try to make a push into the ramp here, and I'm gonna block most of his Zealots out, and he's still trying to push in, but I'm trying to take care of these other Zealots that are outside first. And now he's gonna get in here again and just be insanely annoying and try to kill my drones. And the most important part here is not to lose drones at all. So I'm just trying to micro my drones so I don't lose any of them. And so I'm gonna move my lings back outside just to stop him from doing that again if he does decide to. and I'm gonna spread my drones out. Normally, like sometimes I see lower level players will send all their drones to like one fine, and I did that myself here, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But if you stop your drones from mining, just send them to all different minerals. I got a kind of a good spread there, not bad. I'm gonna put up my hydras then right now, and I'm gonna try to pump hydras because right now he's on the offensive. So here he's trying to kill my overlord, and normally what I would do is I would try to get my lings out here and get that overlord to the choke, and but I could see he's got zealots out there, and if more of my lings survived, I could have possibly done it where I could have gotten my I'm gonna get my layer up too as well. But here I'm just trying to send my Zergling to stop that goon if he tried to only send the goon out or something like that, but he's also sending his zealots out as well, so I know it's not going to work out, so I'm just going to lose that overlord. There's nothing I could do. And in that case, what I was trying to do was trying to get it to his cliff and then throw a couple of Zerglings at that goon and zealot out there, but it didn't work out in my favor, so that I should have maybe gone inside and gotten more scouting information, but I don't think I would have made it inside either way. So what I was trying to do is place that overlord kind of on the cliff there, so that I would get scouting information, a little bit of it, and then also try to save that overlord, but it didn't work out that way. So I know he's gonna make another push out here. He has to. I'm gonna send a Zergling over there just to see, and as soon as I got my second gas up, I could get the speed upgrade. I got the speed upgrade, and I need to get my second gas up so I can get the range upgrade when my speed upgrade finishes, because I won't have enough gas to do it otherwise. So I know he's gonna have to make a little push out. I'm gonna send my link to see if he's trying to expo, because that's the important part in this. When he tries to expo, you have to kill that expo. And when he two gates, because right now I have a superior economy to him. I got two bases going, I got two gases going, which is really bad for him. I'm gonna be able to outproduce him, but the thing I need to see is when he's gonna put his expo up, so he doesn't have his cannons up. When my units get there, so then it's going to be really hard for him to defend, because I'm going to be outproducing him in units. And I got my link here, I'm just going to check, and I see, okay, he's coming out. So I tried to get vision on that building, but I wasn't quick enough to do it. But that was most likely a pylon he's putting up there just to put up a cannon. I don't know, I don't know what it was, but it had to be a pylon, because I don't think there's a pylon in range of that, but I'm not sure. So I know he's going to be sending another attack sometime soon, and probably he's going to be trying to expand while he attacks, and that's what normally people do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and try to kill his units here, and I see he has a little bit too many units, so I'm going to have to fall back to my Sunkens and my reinforcements that are coming. But this is a giant mistake on his part. He shouldn't come in right now, because he's not going to be able to kill this expo just because I have too many units, and I'm sending my lings around to hit his goons, but they didn't make it around because he kind of microed his zealots over there as well, so that was good on his part. But normally you want like your lings hitting his goons if you can micro them that way, and I can see here all of his units are dying basically, and I'm going to be able to outproduce him because he's probably only at like 2 gates still, and I have 3 hatcheries, so I can outproduce the living crap out of him right now. So right now I have to check to see if he's trying to put up his expo, because if he's trying to put up his expo, then I need to kill him right now. I'm going to get my evolution chamber up just so I'm not too far behind on upgrades. Getting carapace first, and I'm going to send my drone out to get my expo, and then I'm going to send an overlord there just in case he's making DT, so I can just post like 12 hydras out there and be safe. And just to say something about ending games early in these FP VODs, the reason I end games early is because I can. If the opportunity presents itself, I don't see any point in prolonging games. And sometimes I see a lot of people who are making FP VODs where I'm looking at their game and I know that they can end the game right then, but they don't, just because they want to make the FP VOD longer. And I don't do that, so I try to end the game, and I'm going to send the overlords as well. I mean, they're going to be slow getting there. I'm going to rally all my hatcheries outside of his base. I didn't hotkey that hatchery until just then. I need to hotkey it. Okay, so all my hatcheries are hotkeyed, and then I'm basically pumping units right now, and I'm going to get my 3rd expo down as well right now, because this attack for me is going to be more successful than his. And then if I feel like I can't break this, then I'm just going to pull all my units back. But right now I see that like I think I can break it, just because his cannons are not, he doesn't have enough cannons. He only has 2. Like if he had like maybe like 4 or 5 cannons, then there would be no way I could break it, just because he has speed lots as well, and speed lots and cannons. And here all his cannons go down, and you can see it's GG.